Everybody, clearing. Oh, that was a broken wing looking thing. Clearing. All right, so let's dive into what is the Divine Masculine thinking and feeling about the connections right now. What would they say to you, Divine Feminines, about the connections, and where is the DF energy at this time as it mirrors with what we'll see here for the masculines? Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the amazing collective that joins me here. What would the masculines say about all of these things? What do the feminines need to know? I kept seeing the card, I'm too afraid to talk to you, but it's not going to come out. It's way down in the pile. So I'm hearing that's receding to the background. They're no longer afraid to talk. It's becoming more necessary. All right, what can we see, masculines, for how are you consciously looking at these connections right now? Wish fulfillment, Lord of Peace restored, amazing. So yeah, masculines, you are figuring out how to move through the blockages and restore the balance here. What would you say to your feminine about it? Definitely, wow, Tower. So this could come when you least expect it, feminines. This could come out of nowhere. This could happen today. This could happen when you really don't think there's a chance in the world for it to happen. What do the feminines need to know about this? Everything can change in an instant. Knight of Wands. All right, so your masculine knows that when they've been in and out, when they have not shown up consistently, that they do not want to have that pattern anymore. They want to change that. They want to restore the peace here. They want to balance things out. So this may have happened, this Tower, this definitely could have been something in the past where your masculine just completely said, no more, we can't do this pattern anymore. And it was because of this weak energy, this back and forth. So if your masculine did something drastic to put space or to stop communication, it was because they did not feel either of you deserved half-assed connection. But I am getting they want to bring this peace back in. What can we see for how the masculines are looking at their feminines? They see you taking care of business and balanced out, continuing to take care of what you need to, and in many ways mirroring them. Masculines feel like life goes on. Why does it have to be that way though when we're two peas in a pod? So they're seeing you as their equal. They're seeing you as equally able to handle your own business, to magically levitate this disc in the air. Nine of Wands, Lord of great strength. Your counterpart sees you as somebody that can handle just about anything, who is their match in this way. A duo to take on the world together. What would they say to you about this? Unconditional love. They know that both of you have been learning self-love, what it means to really find it within your own connection to source, so that you're good on your own, really good on your own. Not just saying, oh, well, fine, then I'll just be by myself if I have to. This is like really thriving, really understanding that perseverance and internal victory and empowerment that comes from healthy self-pride, mastery, wholeness, embodiment. What do the feminines need to know about this? 10 of Wands. There's like the straw that breaks the camel's back here. It's like as soon as we reach this wholeness, there's nowhere left to go than to explore together. It feels like the weight of the world is shed, and there's a new kind of safety that comes in for two people who can now take their own lives and their connected, co-created life to the next level with safety and passion and free from lower agendas. Now just for the joy of it, the abundance. What can we see for how the masculines are looking at the divine feminines and the connection? Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Lord of established strength. So we got Lord of great strength, and now there is going to be an establishment based on this intentional inner work on the heart space together. There's a teamwork here. The Three of Coins talks about working together in the physical, and it talks about the third energy. So here you are both accountable with this great strength, each mastering your own reality. The Pentacles can be reality. And then there's this third energy of love that comes in, of this shared compassion that the two of you have an affinity for, with. And then this untapped potential as to what the two of you can birth into the world. What would the masculines say to the feminines? I need more balance, and I'm really getting that now that they've balanced themselves, they need to see that balance in the physical. They're not going to be withholding these connections so much. They see that 3 is the new 2, meaning this love needs to be included. It's not just independence and solo pursuit of wholeness. It's now something to share. What do the feminines need to know about this? Okay, so I'm just laughing because this is the Two of Cups, but it's in the sort of the shadow side where the feminine's like, well then, you know, make your move, rather than this mutual thing. Obviously, feminines, you can assess your scenario in any way you want, but in your heart, just know it is the two of you here. So really look at, there's a little bit of a smirk on this feminine's face, like there's an anticipation that the masculines are, you know, paying more attention than they're letting on, or checking them out a little bit. There's a bit of a coy energy here. So yeah, feminines, you know, keep believing and just allow masculines to initiate this newfound balance, this new level of inclusion, because they are genuinely coming to it on their own. And even prior to whatever this tower moment was that they kiboshed, whatever the pattern was between you, where they threw that to the ground and are now creating this new balance. So yeah, feminines, you're not wrong to feel like the masculines are still focusing on you, even if it's indirectly. What can we see for how the masculines are feeling on the heart space for their feminine? 4 of Cups, and there's the 2 of Cups, Lord of Love. I'm getting the sense, because this feminine is pointing fingers at these options, that the masculines know that you have other options, divine feminines. They know they missed opportunities in the past, but they're also acknowledging that the two of you are the perfect match, and they also see that you would be willing to maybe go on with somebody else, to choose somebody else, but they believe that they are the best one for you. What would they say to the feminines about this? I imagine you naked. So they are still definitely having certain thoughts about you. What do the feminines need to know? Eight of Pentacles. Your masculine screwed it up in some way. So even though we're seeing the ascended and conscious level of the masculines in this reading, like they're really getting into alignment with their higher self, they do feel like they have messed up opportunities that have been given to them in the past to come forward, to work on things, to create something spectacular with the two of you. They feel like they've kind of botched it. But it is a work in progress, and that's the unconditional love in all of this. Is it's a process, it's a journey, it's a learning experience. I'm getting a little bit of a warning. If you are in this energy of beginning to choose others, just make sure you're not doing it out of spite from your masculine, and that you are really truly feeling that you are ready, willing, and able to move on authentically, that you're not doing it in a lower vibrational energy to fill a void. Very deeply tell yourself that you're only going to move forward when it's actually honoring to do so, not because you feel it's expected or you should, because there's something in the energy where you might be picking up on your masculine projecting that you'd be better off with someone else, or testing to see if you would be. Just make sure it's genuine for you. You are a free will being who is absolutely guided to do everything in your highest and best interest. So if another person is for you, please do not wait for somebody. Follow your heart. If your heart says there's more to learn in the current situation, honor that. If your heart says this isn't for me, honor that. Do not let a reading tell you which it is for you. Be discerning. But these masculines, if this is resonating, they do feel like they've been messy in their handling of this connection, even though they feel like you kind of get the gist of what's been going on because you're still striding with them. They still feel like they could do better. And oh, will I ever, I just heard, oh, will I ever show you better than I ever have before. Oh, masculines, da 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 da. Neat, interesting. Okay, what are the masculines wishing to manifest here? They're waiting. Lord of the Triumph of Light, the Chariot, they are waiting for an opportunity to move this forward. So they've been planning this for a while, to bridge the gap, to break the ice, to show up differently, to arrive. I'm looking at the crab for Cancer, so that's like June, yeah? June, July, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there seems to be something that they are planning at least to work towards by mid-year. What would they say? I want to start a family with you. Okay, so they are seriously looking at blending families, taking the next step. This can be living together. This can be actually conceiving a child. This can be waiting to move it forward, waiting to make sure that all of the things that they want to affirm that you are their person. I'm getting an interesting message that the masculines have been holding back just to see how apt or how quickly you would run to something else if you thought they weren't an option. That doesn't mean it's right, but that's what I'm picking up on here, that the masculines have kind of just been watching and waiting at a distance here to see if you're going to backslide or fill the void with a rebound or a temporary connection or a cheaper connection. They're wanting to go all in, and they're wanting to be sure. They have some way of knowing if you're going to honor yourself with this level of knowing, or if you're going to cave. And for the feminine's advice, we get 5 of Cups. So yeah, this is a really beautiful wisdom, joy coming in. You're arranging your life with manifestation. You're seeing that everything that's come before has taught you how to see the beauty in things. Very nice. What are the actions the masculines are taking at this time? 10 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. They're planning a proposal, I just heard. So they are literally, this is the want to start a family with you, the 10 of Pentacles, and this is the wifey card, the life partner card. So the action they're taking is, you know, based on what they're seeing about the safety to move this forward, about the confirmation that you're just over here learning from love and life and being in high frequency, keeping your spirits high. They're like, that's the kind of person I want to be with for life. And they are considering how to have that happen. What would they say? Sex with you. So they also are looking forward to the level of intimacy that's going to happen when you know that they're all in. When they're all in. They've never been all in. Not in a healed, balanced, whole way. Not like this. They have thought they were all in with karmic situations. They wanted to be all in with karmic situations, and their egos were broken. Not their hearts, their egos were shattered. These connections are the saving grace. And so the masculines are dreaming of what it will be like when they have you all to themselves in the best possible way. What can we see for the feminines? Wow, 4 of Cups. There's a beautiful serenity, peacefulness here. Listen to your heart, feminines. Allow this reality of this message that your masculine is a divine masculine. If this is resonating for you, they are impeccable. They want the real thing. It's not a typical average connection. You'll know if that's a stretch. If you're in the comments saying, I've given them chances, they're not nice to me. I don't usually get those comments around here, but if that happens, you might not be at the level of consciousness that these readings are evoking and welcoming in and calling in. So yeah, in the comments below, if this is resonating, say this love is serene. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? 5 of Swords. Keeping the truth close to their chest. I'm getting that the masculines just had somebody bring you up, inquire about you, or they've just talked to somebody or people about something that they're doing in secret. This 5 of Swords looks like the 7 of Swords to me, where there's a strategy, where there's this planning, a surprise, a proposal, some kind of a public involving mutual friends or family. There's something here that the masculines, they've got you here. So it's not a betrayal of you. This is a secret plan that they have, that others know about, that they're hoping you're not on to. And the Devil, Lord of the Gates of Matter, in the reverse. So that's just another confirmation that there's nothing devilish going on here, that whatever this thing is that the masculines are challenged to keep on the down low, it's not a bad thing. It's got you here in mind, and you're gonna love it, I just heard. But they're having trouble, like, the challenge is keeping this off your radar and having it be something that you don't catch on to, but they also don't want to play with your mind or your heart and make you insecure about this. There's a fine line there. What would they say? I'm in so much pain in the inverse. So they know that they could be giving you very mixed signals that might look like they are still in a lot of trauma, like being moving unpredictably in some way. the challenge is that they're giving you this sort of wounded animal. I'm seeing when a partridge or something pretends to break its wing to get the coyote to go away from its babies. It's like that. The masculines have been doing some kind of a smokescreen to throw you off whatever this surprise is or whatever this plan is that they have. But you're in this serene. If this is resonating, you're in your serenity and you're not actually allowing this strangeness to disintegrate you. There's something else going on. What is the advice here? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, in the proper upright position, you have found your own unique balance in this whole situation where the actions of someone else are actually not dependent on, or your happiness isn't dependent on those actions. And so you're just doing you, being all magical and athletic and flexible and carefree over here, and not pointing any kind of criticism at your masculine, but just allowing them to do them, which is actually the trust that they need to pull off this surprise of a lifetime. I just heard. What the heck, masculines? What is the solution to this challenge? Oh, to keep working on it, masculines. And then we have the Ace of Swords in the inverse. Don't let the cat out of the bag, masculines. Keep specializing in whatever this is. I'm getting that this character is trying to take this pentacle off the tree without anybody seeing it. And so, yeah, don't slip up. Masculines, just let this play out. And then what would they say to the feminines? I want you to choose. Interesting. So they are going to offer you something that you're going to have choice about. So whatever they're bringing to you, whatever they're offering, isn't going to be against your free will. They very much want to delight you, surprise you, and offer you choice. Hear me out. After all is said and done, hear me out. I want you to choose from your heart. I want you to choose wisely. So it could be big, it could be small, but they care how you are going to relate to whatever this surprise is. Four of Swords. Yeah, so feminines, don't be all up in your mind in this disintegrated, like, painful stagnation. Rest easy, take a nap, have self-love, trust all good things are coming. Don't stew, don't be in anxiety about this. If you are, you're trying to make this reading fit and this isn't where your connection is at right now, that can mean it's a future message, and bring yourself back into grounding. If you hear this and you go into any kind of mania or any kind of emotionality or stress or fear, breathe deeply. Just say, yes, I want something like this in my future. And then just rest easy and let manifestations brew behind the scenes so that when this happens in the future, you take it sincerely and receive it wholeheartedly. If you see this and you are jealous or you are upset by it or you have resistance, you're blocking the flow of this kind of receptivity into your life. You're not meant to deny that resistance, but witness it. See what's coming up for you. If this is like, yeah, right, this will never happen, not with this masculine, maybe it's not this masculine. But maybe your heart is hard and you're not seeing it's this masculine. I would say for the feminines, this is on the horizon for your hearts are soft, you're in your femininity and you are receptive, and you're not still in that sort of he's got to come correct or they've got to come correct or else kind of mode. This is much more of an energy of, yeah, I'm good. I really prefer this person. Not everything's lining up, but I'm just going to continue being in my reality and see what comes. What is coming in the near future in these connections? Lord of material gain, and so the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of balanced, firm foundation for abundance coming in. This is like the Empress waiting in the garden. I see Virgo. I see the masculine and feminine here, and coming out of separation. So there is a merger of lives, I just heard, for prosperity and abundance coming in. So we got sort of the June, July, and now we're getting August, September, Virgo. So there is something going on in that period of time where there is a progression for these connections. What would your masculine say to you? Love is the answer. So this is no rush. This is, you're going to get time to decide how to move forward with your counterpart. Once your counterpart takes these next steps to initiate something, there's going to be a very sincere, love-based exploration where you have choice, feminines. What is the advice here? Page of Cups in the proper position. Like, it's not too good to be true, but you're manifesting this. You are going to be seeing, I'm seeing that this cup is reflective, and this person is like, I've asked for this. This is the perfect reflection of what I've wanted, and it's here. It's almost like a actual, like, wow, it's actually showing up. Really? I've spent so much time in this manifestation thing. Really? It's actually here. This is real. I designed this. I wanted this, and it's showing up. There's this kind of like, well, that's a first. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, feminines, you're going to be a little bit, I don't know, like when this happens, please remember this reading. And I wonder, is there going to be belly laughter? Is there going to be tears? Is there going to be silence? Are the divine feminines finally going to be just absolutely dumbfounded and not able to talk? All right, what can we see for the collective? What is the card here? Connection, break isolation. Yeah, so this is kind of a green light, masculines, feminines. Break the isolation in your hearts and in the material realm. Seek what brings you vitality. Go towards what makes you feel alive, your bliss. We are all interdependent. Reach out for support. You are not alone. Yeah, so hang it with friends right now is what I'm hearing. Like, really allow for the movement of connection. Don't just have tunnel vision with this connection, because these incredible next level true love connections are going to be very community based, and it will be safe for them to be part of a community, creating a better place, a better earth, a better reality for all of us. These are deeply healing connections, built in safety. Okay, many blessings, everyone. I am very excited for these unions to come in. And divine masculines, your secret's safe with me, sort of. Bye for now.